Good evening, students. Welcome to one more session of your WOC, your World of Chemistry. Your Vani ma'am is there again back. Yes. Good evening, students. How are you all doing? All the grade 10 students who are new to this channel, welcome, students. And all the students who are already there with me, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Yes. So now today, as you have seen, this is a beautiful picture, isn't it? Yes, indeed a beautiful picture. Today we are going to completely do or understand the human digestive system. Yes, human digestive system. There are a lot of questions which are asked from this particular topic. Okay, got it, students? So we are going to study in detail. This is an original picture, beautiful picture, isn't it? It's such a nicely created picture. So we are going to study in detail about human digestive system. And after you study, first of all, before we watch a video, we should understand, right? Why are we watching this video? Say correct? Yes. What will I learn after watching this video? Let me tell you. After watching this video completely, you are going to have a clear understanding of the topic. So clear understanding of what actually is a human digestive system, clear understanding of digestive system of topic. Yes, you'll be able to understand. Next, after this, you're going to understand in-depth understanding of the topic. And in-depth, and I'll be showing you beautiful AI created, artificial intelligence created images. Yes, after that, you'll be able to understand or answer NCERT questions. I'll be doing NCERT questions. After this, in this video, I'll be doing MCQs, and after that I'll be also showing you short answers, very short answers also, and most important thing, I'll be showing you the board questions which are included for your upcoming examinations, also board exam questions also I'll be discussing. So without wasting time, let us start and dive into the video. Take your notebook, take your pen, start writing the video. Okay, so the previous video I have already done a topic called by life processes, and that nutrition. What is nutrition? What is plant nutrition? What is photosynthesis? What is heterotrophic nutrition? Now we are going to do the human nutrition topic. Yes. So first of all, in human nutrition, students, as I said, first of all we will understand what is a flowchart of human digestive system. What actually is a human digestive system? What are the different parts which we have? Yes. Yes. First of all, you're consuming food, correct, right? Whatever food you're eating, your favorite food, whatever you're eating, from where you're consuming through your mouth, correct? Yes, your mouth is where your food enters your body. From the mouth, the food and from gradually from the mouth it enters into a cavity called buccal cavity. We are going to see in detail about all this. From the buccal cavity the food enters into a compartment called pharynx. Basically, pharynx, just a sort of, esophagus, mouth, esophagus. Yes, that whole pipe, the cavity from mouth gradually to pharynx, pharynx to next it goes to into a muscular pipe, that is esophagus. Now with they're calling this as esophagus. O is taken out now. They're calling it as esophagus. From the esophagus, it is going into where? Stomach. There are two varieties of stomach. One is pyloric stomach. Pyloric stomach is one stomach, and from the pyloric stomach it's going to go into one more sac called cardiac stomach. Okay, easy, isn't it? Cardiac stomach. Now from the stomach, where does it go? It goes into your duodenum. Now to this duodenum, two things are acting. What is that? One is the bile from your liver, and one more is the pancreas, so the pancreatic juice which acts on this. From the pancreas, the food enters into small little cute small intestine. I'll be showing you the original picture. Please wait, I'll show you original picture. From the small intestine, it enters into large intestine which is large. So this is large intestine. It enters into large intestine. From the large intestine, it enters into rectum, and finally ejection or excretion happens through anus. Then students, this is a complete flow chart of your human digestive system. Gradually we are going to study in detail about each and every topic. Now let the magic start. Let us start with the pictures. Yes, ta-da! Yes. This is the original inner view of the mouth, students. Mouth. I said no. First, the food enters. It's a little bit scary, but beautiful image. This is the inner layer of your mouth, how the tissue looks. This is the original image which is generated. So first part of the human digestive system is your mouth. Correct? Now mouth. Before we go into this next slide, the parts of the mouth, first we will list out. First of all, inside the mouth, what will be there? Parts of the mouth. Let us write the heading. Parts of the mouth. Okay. Mouth contains what? It includes teeth. All right. It includes tongue. All right. It includes salivary glands. Right. You said that right. Salivary glands. Okay. Salivary glands. Now let me start studying about in detail about these three. Yes. Let's start. The first concept is teeth. As I said just now, let me show you the picture. First, what is the first part, students? First part is the teeth or the tooth, single tooth. Then is your tongue. Then is your salivary glands. Salivary glands are this. See, this is one salivary gland. This is one more salivary gland, and this is also salivary gland. All these three are salivary gland ducts. Yes, these are all parts of the mouth. Correct? Yes. After this, let us see the first part, that is nothing but your teeth. Teeth. So basically, teeth are of three types. What are the three types? One are incisors, which are mentioned here. These are incisors. Next are canines, which are mentioned here. See this part. This is canine on either side. Then they are called premolars, which are mentioned just below the canines, which are mentioned here. And then comes the molars, which are mentioned here. Beautiful picture, isn't it? So in the close-up, if you see, these are incisors, these are canines, these are premolars, and these are molars. So, and when you see in depth of the teeth, the different parts are crown, neck, and root. Okay, now what should we study for the exam? Functions. So what is the first type of teeth which we have? The first type of teeth is the incisor teeth. Now incisors, for what am I using? What is the function of incisor teeth is what they're going to ask you. So incisors are basically used for cutting of food when you eat or tear, or even when you bite a hard object. So for that cutting of the teeth, we're going to use incisors. Cutting of food, cutting of not teeth, cutting of food, sorry. Then comes your canine teeth. Now canines, C-A-N-I-N-E. What is the function of canines? As you have seen, once you cut the food, what do? Then you have to tear the food. Tearing of food, canines do. Tearing of food. The examination, they're going to ask you this function. Then also hard objects, whatever hard objects, nuts like that are there, no? So the canines are going to crack hard objects, whatever hard objects, whatever you're supposed to burn, bite, not burn, bite it and crack it, canines will do that. After, what is the next thing, students? You have premolars. Premolars, what is the function? You tell me. After you're cracking the objects, now you have to coarse, you have to break the food, right? So it's going to do coarse grinding of the food, coarse grinding, smooth grinding of food. Coarse smoothly, it's going to grind the food, crush it. Finally, what is the next one? Tongue. But we forgot something. Yes, what is that? We are going to do molars now. Let me write here because the space is less. Molars. What are molars going to do, students? Yes, molars are going to completely grind the food. Here it is coarsely grinding the food, here grinding the food. So these are the four functions of the teeth which we have. So in the mouth we have teeth, we have tongue, we have salivary glands. So in the exam they'll ask you what are the functions of the incisors, canine, premolars, and molars. We are done, right? Now what is the next part? The next part is tongue. Yes. See the tongue, students. Tongue basically is known for its what? Taste. Tongue helps us in detecting the taste. Which one it will detect the taste? It will help us in detect the taste using taste buds. Okay, these are the taste buds. You're able to see these circles, students. See here, taste buds. This all the taste buds. This the different taste buds. Yes, so these are called papillae containing taste buds. Now, first of all, tongue is used for telling us the taste. Correct? This taste buds, whatever are there. So first of all, let us write the function of tongue is what? To to help us sense the taste. Now this sensing the taste, for with one, which using what? Using very important These receptors are called gustatory receptors. This is what the examiner is going to ask. Gustatory receptors. This is what he will ask you. So you should remember, tongue has taste buds, which is nothing but gustatory receptors. These receptors, which from where we able to test whether it is bitter, whether it is sour, whether it is little bit citric, whether it is sweet, whether it is salt. This gustatory receptors will have the taste buds with which it tells us whether whichever taste it is. So during this process, what happens? Saliva mixes on this. Once you taste the food, saliva mixes. So what will we write? Sensing the taste of the food using gustatory receptors and mixing of saliva on it. Mixing of saliva on it. So that the digestion means the process of light digestion starts there. So taste buds, tongue part is to help the sense using taste buds using gustatory receptors which have the taste buds. The taste buds and mixing of saliva happens in this. Okay, done students? Done. After tongue, salivary glands. These are the salivary glands which are present. Sublingual glands, submandibular glands, parotid glands. These are the salivary glands which are present. So first of all, what do the salivary glands secrete? The salivary glands secrete saliva, right? Yes, this is what is the most important thing. So what is this function of saliva? What does it do? First of all, because of this saliva, I'll write function student because examiner will ask you this only functions. See, when you're eating the food inside, it is gradually slipping into your esophagus. So saliva, what does it do? It makes food slippery. Correct na? Makes food slippery. First point is for me to just engulf the food or swallow the food. I need saliva, the wetness. Yes, it makes food slippery. When the food is slippery, what will happen? Easily it is swallowed. Easily swallowed. Am I right, students? That easily swallowed. Okay. Now, for this particular thing, only that is important? No. The most important thing is it is having an enzyme or it releases an enzyme called releases an enzyme. Enzyme is released in your salivary glands. That enzyme is called salivary amylase. What is it called? Salivary amylase. Salivary amylase. Or we also call it as ptyalin. P-T-Y-A-L-I-N. Ptyalin. This is an enzyme. So this salivary amylase, whatever is there, what does it do? Simple. Before I go to the esophagus, I should write something important. Yes, what should I write? Function, ma'am. We forgot the function. Very important. This salivary amylase function is to convert starch, which is a complex substance, into sucrose. This is the most important part. Starch is a complex carbohydrate. Complex carbohydrate. Sugar, sucrose is a simple carbohydrate. Simple carbohydrate. So, in your salivary glands, the complex carbohydrate, which is very like heavier particle, is broken down to smaller particles, that is sucrose, which is used for giving you energy. Is it done, students? So salivary gland secretes saliva. Function 1 is this, function 2 is this, then the enzyme which is present, and the main role is to convert starch into sucrose, which is used for generating energy. Mouth parts are over, teeth is over, tongue is over, salivary glands is over. Now we are going to learn the next one, that's nothing but esophagus. Yes, as you have seen, now this part is over, right? Done. Now we are going to study this esophagus. Esophagus. Now earlier, esophagus, what did they used to call esophagus as OESO earlier. Earlier they used to call esophagus like this. Now esophagus is called as E. So when you see this esophagus, how is this looking, students? How is this looking? This is your esophagus part, correct? Na? This is your esophagus part before we enter into the stomach. Now, is it looking like a tubular structure? Yes. So esophagus is a tubular elongated structure. Tubular elongated structure, correct? Na? Yes. Okay. So what is this tubular elongated structure doing? It is connecting, yes, it's connecting your pharynx. See here, this one, you're connecting pharynx to your stomach. So which connects pharynx to stomach. This is the first thing what esophagus does. Simple. It will act as a connecting part. So what is the function? The main function of esophagus, if I have to talk, if they ask, nothing. It's going to, whatever food you are taking from here, it's going to transport it to the stomach, na? Yes, 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 the food pipe. Yes. So the main function of your esophagus is transportation of food. Done. Perfect. Esophagus is over. Now, where should I go now? I have to go into one question. I should understand, right? Yes. See this question. Movement of food through esophagus is due to what? How it is going? Is it lubrication of saliva? Is it gravitational pull? All of the above? Peristalsis? No. The top concept is peristalsis. Peristalsis movement, which allows the yeah, it's just like your no expansion contraction. In that way, it will push the food down from the mouth into the stomach, right, students? So peristalsis is the word where it pushes the food down. Now I understood about the more parts of the mouth. Yes, then esophagus. Now let us start with a concept called stomach. Carefully understand. We are going to do questions now. Stomach. Now, first of all, this is a stomach part, correct? Na? This is your stomach. How is this looking structure wise? When I see structure wise, stomach is bag like organ, correct? Na? It's a bag like organ. What else can you see? Bag like organ. You're able to see the like inside when you just check. I think I have a next image. Yes, I'll show you this image. Gradually, you'll see the stomach clearly. So, first, initially, bag like organ. Okay, where is it present? Means basically from the mouth, it's getting connected through the esophagus and your stomach, where your processing starts. So structure is bag like organ. We will go in detail with this picture. Now see this, students. Okay, bag like organ accepted. Now what are you observing? You're observing, see, so many layers: longitudinal layer, circular layer, oblique layer. So much you have an extra structure outside, extra layer. So esophagus is connected here. So this esophagus is a tube like structure. So what can I say? Stomach is bag like structure, first one. Then it is highly muscular in nature, correct na? Yes, highly, let me put my, okay, highly muscular walls. Okay, highly muscular walls. Okay, done. Then what is the function of the stomach? The main function of the stomach is it helps in, okay, function is churning of food. This is the main thing, churning of food. Churning means mixing of food completely with the acid and enzymes. Now for churning of food, how does this churning of food do? Inside, once the food enters, it has to generate, or it will generate, so the secretions part, it has to churn the food, the secretions of stomach. So stomach is going to secrete basically three important substances. First, the walls of the stomach, whatever are there, the stomach walls, rather, so secretions of stomach walls, they are going to secrete your HCl. First important thing, hydrochloric acid is the most important thing which is going to tell me, students, what will it do? What is the role of hydrochloric acid is what they will ask you also, correct? So the hydrochloric acid, the role of hydrochloric acid is, first important thing, it is going to keep your whole stomach acidic. Okay, why it should keep the stomach acidic, I'll tell you. First we will write maintains acidic environment. So if it maintains acidic environment, you eat foods outside, different places you eat food, different like you put your fingers inside, dust may enter into your mouth. So this HCl maintains acidic environment to kill germs. This is most important. Whatever food you are eating, it will maintain this and it will help in killing the germs. Okay, right? And next important thing is here, the next type of enzyme is pepsin. Yes, the third type is mucus. Mucus, mucus. Ma'am, what is this role? So basically, pepsin, or it's formed from pepsinogen. This pepsin, I'll tell you where pepsinogen is formed, everything. Pepsinogen. This pepsinogen is converted to pepsin. Ma'am, what is the role of this? This pepsin helps in protein digestion. Protein digestion. Okay, it's going to help us in protein digestion. Gradually, whatever proteins are there, it helps me to digest that. So where is it secreted? Secreted in the stomach walls only. So here, because of this protein digestion, partial digestion is over. Partial digestion part is done here because of this pepsin. Then mucus. This is also secreted by the stomach walls. So what is that role? Mucus is going to save inner lining of stomach. Inner lining of stomach. So it saves inner whatever layers are there. It saves that inner layer. So, ma'am, inner layer. What is the use of saving? It saves the inner layer of stomach from HCl. HCl is released. It is maintained, right? So that acidic nature to protect that inner layer, mucus will help. That's done, students. So the secretions of stomach are HCl, pepsin, and mucus. That's perfect. Now let us see one question. What is the role? Here, this is a question of your NCERT. They've asked you, what is the role of acid in our stomach? Now you only tell me. Just now I said acid, point number one. Yes, first important thing, where is the acid released? You should write acid is released. I'll write the answer like this for the examiner to understand. Is released where, students? In muscular walls of stomach. Muscular walls of stomach. Am I right? Yes, it is released there. Okay. So what does it do? Its main function is, yes, it creates acidic medium. By acidic medium, just now I said what is the role? Because of this acidic medium, it kills germs. Okay, this is one function of HCl. Next, it dissolves bits of food also. Dissolves bits of food. This also it does because of the acidic nature. Next, important thing, it prevents same concept in different way. Prevents infection in digestive tract. Infection in, you can write the same in exam, you'll get full marks, students. Digestive tract. Okay, done. Correct na? It will maintain. And next, as I said, because of this acidic medium, pepsinogen, which gets converted to pepsin, helps in protein digestion. Helps in protein digestion. So many things are happening because of HCl in our stomach. Easy peasy. So you can write like this. You can just mention as 1, 2, 3 and 4. You'll get full marks for this. I assure you that. Easy, students? Easy. Now, next important thing. The enzyme pepsin is inactive in our stomach without the presence of. Just now I said HCl is mostly required for pepsin to what will pepsin do? Pepsin will help in protein digestion. Whatever proteins you're taking in your body, those pepsin will help in your protein digestion. So HCl is required for that. Easy? Easy. Next, what is the role of saliva in digestion of food? Oh, role of saliva in the digestion of food. They've asked this question. Role of saliva. Tell me, students, inside your this one, what enzyme is present? Yes. So you'll start your answer like this. The role of saliva is, we'll write like this. The role of saliva is, what does saliva secrete? First of all, point number one, right? Write points. Saliva secretes an enzyme called salivary enzyme. Correct? Or amylase. Okay, done. What is the role of amylase? The role of, you continue like this. Role of amylase is, the amylase enzyme amylase, it is going to convert your starch into sucrose or sugars. Sucrose also we can write, it is also sugar. So what is this? Starch is a complex carbohydrate. Complex carbohydrate means it is chain structure. One is linked with the other. Complex, body can't absorb. So it will convert into sucrose, nothing but sugars. It's a simple carbohydrate. So when this is converted like this, what happens? Easily this one is body absorbs this. Body absorbs the sugars. Easy, students? Easy. So this is the function of saliva. It will secrete amylase. So the complex food, whatever you're taking, whatever you're absorbing inside, that's converted into simple sucrose, simple sugar, so that the body absorbs for energy. Easy? Easy. Let us see the next question. What is the correct sequence of parts in human digestive system? Oh wow, this is interesting. Let's see. First of all, what is the sequence, students? First comes your mouth. You only tell me, keep telling me. I told you just now. Then esophagus. Then after esophagus, what is it, students? Stomach. Okay. After stomach, you have your duodenum. Duodenum, where pancreas and liver get attached. Then small get attachment, they secrete the juices. Then small intestine. Then what is it? Then large intestine. Then after that, rectum. After that, anus. Perfect. This is the order. Easy, students? Very easy. Now, let us see the next concept. Small intestine. Superb. Are you seeing the original picture? Mouth is done. Mouth parts are done. Esophagus is done. Stomach is done. Questions are done. Now we'll see small intestine. Beautiful. So, just see, students. The stomach just now we have studied. Now we are going to come into what is this? This is the blood vessels in small intestine. They are small intestine blood vessels which are carrying the blood towards blood vessels towards small intestine. Whatever blood oxygen it has to carry, this all is above on the small intestine part. Beautiful, isn't it? This is an original image, students. This is an original image. Oh, beautiful, right? Yes. So first of all, how are you? What are you observing? Small intestine. How is it looking, students? Small intestine basically is located here, this part. So can I write small intestine as coiled tube-like structure? Yes. First structure part is small intestine is, see this image, I'll show you. Let us write this. Structure is coiled tube-like structure. Coiled tube-like structure. This is done. Okay, done. Okay. Now, when you see, this is your coiled small intestine. You're just seeing this part, this part, this part, this part, right? So this coiled tube-like structure, if you have to see, it is larger than small intestine. Yes, small intestine is larger than larger than large intestine. Ma'am, how it is possible? Just see. Nothing. Inside the small intestine, this is the inner view of the small intestine. You want to see? This is the inner view. So when I see the inner view, there are inner layers called lumens. Lumens. See this. This is all lumens, the inner layer which you're seeing inside. Na? So the inner this part they have expanded, and this is the inner view of the in small intestine. Those are called lumens. So the lumen is larger in small intestine. Got it, students? Small intestine is larger than large intestine. How can you say? Just the lumen of small intestine. Small lumen of small intestine is larger. Okay, that's why small intestine is larger than large intestine. Okay, done. That's the reason. Now, small intestine is basically divided into three parts. What are they? One is duodenum, one is jejunum, one is ileum. Done. So, small intestine parts are duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Now, this particular inner wall of ileum, in the ileum, now when I open the inner wall of ileum, just see this part, when I see this part. So, what happens is, just see this structure, they ask you a question. What is the role of ileum? What did I say? Where is the ileum? Ileum is the last part. See here. This is your ileum. The ileum is the last part. This part. This part. When I open the inner structure of this ileum, the inner wall of ileum is finger-like. Is finger-like. Finger-like structure. Finger-like structure. Okay. Now, and this inner part of ileum, which is finger-like structure, those are called villi. The question will be asked from this. Villi, remember. What is the role of villi? Why they have inner finger-like structures, villi inside? What is the role of that? They will ask you. So before going to liver, let us understand that concept. So villi is simple. They will, what is the function or role? I said finger-like structure, they will increase the surface area. So surface area of the particular thing, because of the villi, surface area is increased. When the surface area is increased, what will happen, students? Maximum absorption of food takes place. Increases surface area so that maximum food absorption takes place. Maximum of food absorption takes place. This is done, students. So what is the role of villi now? Increase of surface area so that maximum of food absorption takes place. Now what it does is it reduces the size of the ileum. So that villi are there, no? Like finger like. So what it does, it reduces the size of the ileum like this. So villi, again I'm saying villi will reduce the size of ileum. Now, what is the use of this? When it reduces the size, the food will stay for long. Correct now. When the food will stay for long, more and more absorption takes place. Perfect. Now the question is, villi will reduce the size of the ileum so that I'm writing here so that food stays for long and more absorption takes place. More absorption takes place. That is how it happens. Easy, students? Easy? Remember that if they ask you what is the role of ileum. Done. After ileum, what is the next part which we are going to go? Liver. Superb. Beautiful image, right? So this is your liver. As we know, the first topic, liver is the largest organ in human body. Correct na? Liver is the largest organ in human body. When we see the structure, the most important also. So what is the function of this liver, students? Function. Liver secretes a juice called, the most important thing, secretes a juice called bile juice. Okay, bile juice, which has bilirubin and biliverdin. I'll explain you that also gradually. So this secretes bile juice, and where is this bile juice located or stored? The bile juice is stored here in gallbladder. See here, this liver is there, right? This is the bile juice. Whatever is there, whatever is secreted, it's stored in gallbladder. Ma'am, what is the role of bile juice? We'll be doing one question now. We'll be doing one question, so please wait for it. Gallbladder. Bile juice is stored in gallbladder. So remember all the questions, students. We'll be doing now, applying all these concepts. So after this liver, gradually, now we are going to go to a concept called pancreas. Wow, you're able to see? Yes, these are the pancreas which we are going to study now. Beautiful. I have clearly shown you the diagram, such beautiful diagram. So pancreas, these are the pancreas which are located. Now tell me, where are the pancreas located? Pancreas are situated below a duct called pancreatic duct. Okay, again one step. See this pancreatic duct is there, right? See the pancreatic duct. Observe. So situated, the pancreas are situated below, means below this pancreas there is a duct called pancreatic duct. This one, below the pancreas there is a duct called pancreatic duct. Let us write that. Below pancreas there is a duct called what is the duct called, students? It is called hepatopancreatic duct. Hepatopancreatic duct. Okay, done, students. Now what is the role of this hepatopancreatic duct? What does it do? This duct, whatever is there, hepatopancreatic duct, it is going to secrete pancreatic juice and bile juice. Shall we do that? What it is? So what happens is, this pancreas, do I have a place? Before I go to the question, I'll write here. It's going to secrete pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. Okay. Now that whatever hepatopancreatic duct is there, that pancreatic juice, wherever it is secreting, it goes, see here, it goes and settles in the duodenum. See here, this from here, the digestive enzymes are there, right? Those digestive enzymes will go and settle in the duodenum of small intestine. So hepatopancreatic duct, it releases pancreatic juice and the bile juice, and here those will go and get accumulated in which one? It will get accumulated in duodenum. It will go and set and accumulate there. Ma'am, this bile juice, what is the role of this bile juice? Please see here. Bile juice will help in breaking down of fat into smaller particles. Smaller particles is most important. So where is this happening? In the presence of this bile juice, it's breaking down into fat fat is broken down into smaller particles. This process of breaking down fat into smaller particles is called emulsification. What is it called? Emulsification. Emulsification of fat is nothing but conversion of fat into smaller particles using bile juice. That's nothing but the concept of so pancreas. Once again, they're present below the pancreas. There's a duct called hepatopancreatic duct, which releases pancreatic juice and bile juice, and that goes and settles in the duodenum, and that bile juice, whatever is there, it helps in converting fat into smaller particles called emulsification of small into smaller particles, that is called emulsification of fat. Now careful here, using this concept, there they've asked me one question. Simple, I'll tell you one more thing. In the pancreas only, what are the functions of the following digestive enzymes, they've asked. Just now, you only tell me, students. Just now I said bile is going to help in emulsification of fats. Correct? Breaking down fats into smaller substances. And it also helps in absorption of soluble vitamins. Bile, soluble vitamin like iron, then calcium absorption. This helps in doing this absorption, all this. Bicarbonate are basically, it's a base, right? So it's a defense mechanism against HCl. Defense mechanism against HCl, because HCl is acidic in nature, so it will protect the inner layers. Yes, so against HCl. Then pancreatic amylase. What did pancreatic amylase do? It converts starch into sugars. Simplest sugars is what it converts. So remember, students, if you don't have amylase in your body, you get diarrhea. Remember that. Okay. All right. So this is what is a question which they ask you. So before we go to one more question, students, most important thing in the exam, they will ask you this question. Remember, in pancreas, in this particular earlier thing in pancreas, what are the different juices which are present, or what are present? Remember, students, added to this, here only I'm writing, in pancreas you'll be having lipase. In pancreas you'll be having trypsin and chymotrypsin. I'll tell you what it is used. And it will also have pancreatic amylase, which have amylase. And what will it do? First case is, I'm drawing a line here. I'll number this is 1, number this is 2, number this is 3. Now first, lipase, remember students, simple, converts fats to fatty acid. This is the first role you should remember. They will ask you. Okay. Next, trypsin and chymotrypsin. Trypsin and chymotrypsin are going to convert proteins into amino acids. So, amino acids. Okay, done. Then your amylase, as I've told you just now, is going to convert starch into simple sugars. Simple sugars. You're able to see, students, this is what is the different extraction they're going to ask you. Okay, right? So the major part of digestion happens in duodenum. Remember that the major digestion, whatever is there, no? Once everything is secreted, the duodenum part, this thing happens. Duodenum, the small intestine, jejunum, nothing happens in jejunum. Okay, remember that. So from there, let us go to one more question. How do carbohydrates, proteins, and fats digestion in, how does it happen? Carbohydrate digestion, protein digestion, and fat digestion in intestine. How does it happen? Okay, so how do carbohydrates, proteins, and fats digest in intestine? Okay, let us see. So carbohydrates basically are getting, carbohydrates is nothing but starch molecule, correct? They get converted to sugars. Simplest sugars. This is simplest form. Simpler sugars. Okay, for digestion. Then proteins, they are getting converted to amino acids. Okay. Fats, emulsification of fats by the bile juice, they get converted to fatty acids and glycerol. Okay, done students, glycerol. Now, question asked is just the how are they digested, they asked. So, simpler substances are these. Right? Next question. Name the correct substrate for the following. Correct substrate. Okay. Trypsin. The substrate is protein. Amylase. The substrate from where means these are the enzymes which act on these. Okay. Trypsin acts on protein synthesis converting into amino acids. Amylase converts starch into simpler substances. Pepsin again acts on protein. Lipase acts on lipids. So they act on lipids and they convert into the following. Okay. Next, what are the functions of gastric glands present in the walls of the stomach? Functions of gastric gland. Okay. Now, first of all, gastric glands, where are they present, students? You want to tell me? Gastric glands are present on walls of stomach. They're present on walls of stomach. Okay, that they're present on walls of stomach. What do they secrete? They are going to secrete gastric juice. Gastric juice, correct na? Gastric juice, they're going to secrete gastric juice. What will this gastric juice release? What does it have? It has three things. One is HCl, one is your mucus, and one is your pepsin. Three things are there in your gastric juice. I already told HCl helps in, it will protect from germs. Mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach. Pepsin helps in protein digestion. Correct, right? Yes. So these are the important three your gastric gland function of releasing these. So these functions already discussed. Already discussed just now. Functions discussed. Just go through behind. Just go back and watch the functions. You see. All right. Next question. What is the role of mouth in digestion? Mouth. All right. So first of all, in mouth, what will happen, students? You only tell me. Food is crushed. Okay. Food is crushed in mouth. Food is crushed into smaller pieces. First thing is this. This is what happens. This is what happens. Okay. Next. Then food mixes with saliva. Food mixes with saliva. Okay. Then what else will happen? Enzyme is there, na? Salivary amylase is there, right? So the amylase enzyme, whatever is there, it converts which to which one, students? It converts starch, the complex food, into simple sugars. Okay. Then in the mouth you also have tongue. What does the tongue do? The tongue is going to do thorough mixing of food. Thorough mixing of food. For which one it will mix? Thorough mixing of food with saliva, because it has an enzyme, right? And also it will help the food to push down. It will also help in swallowing of food. Tongue also, once it is mixed, uh, it will easily push the food down into the esophagus. Correct, right? Yes, done. So digestive, and what happens is, they ask me mouth. Mouth has teeth for churning, for breaking down the small pieces. Tongue also I have written. All right. This, I think this will cover the mouth parts. Okay. Food is crushed into smaller pieces by the teeth. Shall I write right by teeth? By teeth. Then everything is covered in this. Then students, easy, easy. Now let us start with one more question, one more topic, that is large intestine. Till now we have discussed about mouth, liver, pancreas, stomach. Now large intestine. Now first of all, I said this is your large intestine, this outer part. So large intestine is smaller than large intestine is smaller than small intestine. In terms of what, students? In terms of lumen. I told you, no, the lumen, inner lining. I showed you the inner lining. In terms of lumen, the large intestine is smaller than small intestine. Here, what happens in large intestine? Whatever undigested food is here, the undigested food enters into large intestine. After everything is over, the undigested food enters into the large intestine. So here, what is happening in large intestine? whatever absorptions are there. Before I enter into this, concentrate students, I'm telling you three questions will come behind. So in large intestine, water, one is salts, all are absorbed. So water, salts, everything are absorbed by large intestine. Absorbed. So from there, this undigested food, whatever enters large intestine, water, salts, everything so. Everything moves, everything digests. And finally, from here, whatever undigested food is there, it enters into the rectum. From the rectum through anus, it is ejected out. So whatever left out food is there, undigested food, whatever is there, from there, what does it do? It is expelled out or it enters into rectum, and from there it is expelled out through anus. This is your complete digestive system, students. Starting from your mouth till the anus, everything I have covered step by step. Now, using this particular concept, let us start solving your board exam questions, how it is asked. Let's see. What is the function of digestive enzyme? What did I say? I said digestive enzymes are what, students? Yes, digestive enzymes are amylase. Digestive enzymes are lipase. Digestive enzymes are pepsin. Digestive enzymes are trypsin. These are all digestive enzymes. So these digestive enzymes, what are they going to do? They are going to convert your complex food particles. Complex food particles, what will they break down into? They'll break down into simpler substances for digestion. Simpler substances. So breaking down of the converting, breaking down, converting. Alright. So what is the use of simpler substances? Because of the simpler substances, absorption will become easier. Absorption is easier. Okay, absorption is easier means what will happen? It is transported to all the cells. Correct? Transported to all the cells. To all the cells. To all the cells. That's how you be active, right? Of the body. Yes, this is the function of digestive enzymes. Next question. So I think I left a blank page. So remember, digestive enzymes will convert complex food, complex food to complex food to simpler food, complex food to simpler food easy for easy absorption. Simple words, students. Yes. Let's see one more question. How is small intestine designed to absorb digestive food? Oh, in small intestine, what is present, students? Yes, small intestine is made up of finger-like projection. So you write small intestine contains millions of tiny finger-like projections. What are these tiny finger-like projections called? They're called as villi. V-I-L-L-I. Villi. What will they do? The role of villi is increasing surface area. Increasing surface area. So this surface area, if it is increased, what will happen? Absorption will increase. Absorption increases. Easy? Yes. So more and more absorption, and that absorption increases means it can go to the cells of the body. Easy, students? Next question. How are fats digested in our body? Where does this process occur? Where are fats digested, students? First of all, what are fats? Fats are large globules. The big particles, large solid particles rather, if I have to tell you. Where are they present? They are there accumulated in the small intestine. Okay, how are these digested in small intestine? In this particular small intestine, I showed you liver is going to release bile juice. Same, pancreas are going to release pancreatic juice. Pancreas will release pancreatic juice. Done both. So bile juice, what does it do? It's going to convert or it will break down. Here, what happens is your liver releases the bile juice, right? So here, this liver, whenever it releases the bile juice, the fats, whatever are there, are broken down into Simpler globules. Okay, I just now said whenever you're breaking the fats into simpler globules, what do they call? They call this as emulsification of fats. Correct? Na? Emulsification of fats is what we have discussed. Emulsification. Emulsification of fats. Emulsification of fats is what they say. Okay, that. So this is your liver function. So pancreatic juice, what does it do? It's going to release digestive enzymes like proteins are broken down, carbohydrates are broken down, fats are broken down. So this whole process, they asked me how are fats digested. So I have mentioned this fats here. Done, right? Done. So let us see the next question, students. What are the functions of liver and pancreas? Oh, easiest function. Okay, simple as that. Pancreas, let us start with pancreas. What does pancreas release, students? Pancreas is going to release digestive enzymes. So the pancreatic juice, the digestive enzymes. So the digestive enzymes, whatever it releases, it is going to break down. It will break down the protein. Digestive enzymes will act on proteins. They'll break the. They'll act on complex carbohydrates. They will act on fats also. So where they're further broken into simpler substances for absorption. So liver, what does it do? Liver basically it is going to release which juice? Bile juice. So the bile juice, what does it convert? It converts fats again into simpler substances, or simpler globules, or simpler substances, so that your absorption takes place further into the body. Done? Yes. Next question, please. Yes. Name three sections of gastric glands. Okay. Gastric glands, they said. Gastric glands, nothing but your stomach secretions. Yes. So stomach, what does it secrete? It secretes HCl. Stomach also secretes pepsinogen. Pepsinogen. Stomach also secretes mucus, which is present on the walls of the stomach. Now tell me, this is secreted, HCl is secreted by cells called parietal cells. These are called the parietal cells will secrete HCl. Pepsinogen, it is secreted by CHEF, chief or peptic cells. Remember that, chief or peptic cells. Mucus is secreted by cells called mucus neck cells. So these are the secretions in the gastric gland. I also already said what is the reason of HCl, what is its role, defense mechanism, pepsinogen protein synthesis, mucus to protect the inner lining of the stomach. Right? Okay. Then next question. What are the functions of mucus in gastric gland? Mucus. Okay, mucus is there in the gastric layer, right? So mucus is nothing but a glycoprotein. Okay, mucus is a glycoprotein. What is this glycoprotein? It releases the glycoprotein. What does this glycoprotein do? It will do two functions. One is it lubricates the food. It will always make it easy for the further digestion. This mucus is also, or mucus has a glucoprotein, okay, glycoprotein. It will also act as a protective layer. So this protective layer, what does it do? This protective layer from HCl, protective layer from HCl, so that the HCl will not damage the stomach layers. Yeah, stomach layer, the protective layer for the stomach and inner lining, so that HCl will not further damage it. This is the rule. Oh, you can write the answer like that. Next question. Name the sphincter which regulates exit of food from stomach. Okay. The sphincter covering sort of thing. That particular sphincter is nothing but it is called pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter. The name is pyloric sphincter. What does it do? This pyloric sphincter, it regulates food. Regulates food. From where to where it is going to regulate? It will regulate the food from whatever food is there from your stomach. First of all, not small intestine. It will regulate the food from stomach, whatever is there. Whenever it's entering into small intestine, small intestine, it's going to regulate and allow the proper entry of food. So pyrolic sphincter regulates the exit of the food from stomach to small intestine. Easy, students? Easy. Now let us see the next question. What is the role of pepsin in stomach? Okay, pepsin, same question almost. Where is the pepsin present? In the stomach, they are something called gastric cells. Stomach has, let us write here, Stomach has gastric cells. So gastric cells, what do they produce? They're going to produce pepsinogen. Pepsinogen. What does this pepsinogen do? It will secrete pepsin. What will this pepsin do? Pepsin will digest proteins. How are the proteins digested to? They're digested to amino acids. Perfect? Yes. Done. Next. Why pancreas is called a mixed gland? Oh, is nice question. Basically, nice question. Yes. Basically, students, mixed means together. What is that? Pancreas performs two types of Functions. First function is it performs endocrine functions. Endocrine function. The second type of function which it performs is exocrine function. Exocrine function. So this endocrine function, what does it do? This is going to release hormones. Endocrine functions are going to release hormones. So those hormones are insulin and glucagon. Next, exocrine function are they are going to secrete digestive enzymes. They're going to secrete ions. They're going to secrete water. All these will go to duodenum. So because pancreas are doing two types of functions, this is function 1, this is function 2. Because it is performing two types of functions, it is called as mixed gland, endocrine function and exocrine function. Answer is easy. Now next question. Why intestinal villas are highly vascular? Okay, first of all, student, what is meant by vascular? Vascular is nothing but blood vessels. It has blood vessels, we have seen in one, right? So first of all, you will write what are villi. Villi are small finger-like projections. Okay. So where are these finger-like projections present? Tell me. They are present and are present inside the lumen of small intestine. Okay. So what will this do? Villi? They are supplied with blood vessels. Villi. First of all, we will write because of this villi, what is the use? They will increase the surface area. When the surface area is increased, what happens, students? More absorption of food. Now you only tell me, why did we say vascular? Vascular means supplied with blood vessels. So now you only tell me, blood vessels carry oxygen in the form from the food, right? They carry, means oxygen is carried after the food is digested. Whatever oxygen is required for the different cells, this blood vessels only carry, correct, right? That's why we say it is vascular. So the blood vessels which have oxygen to carry food in the form, to carry oxygen in the form of food, that work is done by the intestine. Done? Yes. Next question. What are the functions of anal sphincter? Okay. So nothing, students. Anal sphincter helps in maintenance of fecal maintenance of your FECL, fecal continence. Okay. And it generates tone. Okay, tone. All right. So simple words. It's going to maintain that what continence should be there. What is the color of the excretory product that is going. The anal sphincter maintains that. Done. Okay. Next. What is the function of salivary amylase? Okay. Simple. Salivary amylase, simple question. It is there in the mouth. It converts starch into sugars. The complex carbohydrates, whatever complex carbohydrates are there, the complex carbohydrates are converted into simple sugars. That's done. Done. Next question. Name the reagent used to test presence of starch. Okay. So starch in the lab can be tested by a reagent. Starch can be tested by a reagent. Be tested by iodine. What happens when you take a test tube? Suppose you're adding starch to this, a potato rather. If you add iodine solution to this, immediately starch turns, or this particular solution turns purple, or the violet, purple rather. So when it is turning purple means presence of starch is confirmed. So the purple color, if the solution turns from colorless to purple, it means there is starch in that. So what is the reagent used? Reagent is iodine. Okay. Next question. Where is the bile juice produced? Bile juice is produced by liver, the largest organ. Done. Produced, they said, not stored. Next, on seeing good food, our mouth waters. The fluid actually is. When we see good food, burgers, pizzas, what is that because of? Salivary glands releasing saliva. Is saliva option there? Not there. So, none of the above. So, the food, good food, this fluid is nothing but saliva. That. Next question. Why bile juice is considered important even though it doesn't contain any digestive enzyme? Okay, this is a very important question. So basically, bile juice, whatever bile juice you're talking about, it is made, bile juice contains rather two things. What is that? First thing is called bilirubin. Next thing is called biliverdin rather, biliverdin. Bilirubin, biliverdin. So what does it do? These help in digestion of large fat globules, whatever are there. That large fat globules are broken down into smaller globules. Smaller globules. So bile juice, because of the presence of bilirubin and biliverdin, they help in fat digestion. That is why, though they doesn't have any digestive enzymes, this fat digestion is done by bilirubin and biliverdin. All right. Next, name vestigial part of the human alimentary canal. Vestigial part, the part which is not used. Yes, it is nothing but vermiform appendix. Vermiform appendix. Vestigial organ. Next question, students. Chyme. What is chyme? Chyme, okay. Chyme is a digestive enzyme secreted by stomach, hormone secreted by islets of pancreas, food which enters into intestine from stomach, part of bile juice which stores in gallbladder. Nothing, students. Chyme is nothing but the food which enters into stomach from intestine. From the stomach, whatever food enters into the intestine, that's called chyme. Okay, right? Let us see one more. Oh, nothing, it's over. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, students. Okay, it's done. Nice. So we have successfully completed human digestive system, correct, right? Human digestive system. Everything is covered. Everything in detail is covered, students. So I request you to please like the video. I request you to please share the video. I request you to comment below whatever, how did you feel, how was the video, any improvement also, please let me know. I'll be coming up with the next video. Bye bye, signing off with a beautiful smile. Bye students, take care. Thank you.